What's up, everybody? It's your man JFilt. In this video, I want to show you how to arrange your beat, specifically using intro. So let's get into it. So before I get into the video real quick, if you are interested in beat making and this is your first time watching any of my videos, please consider subscribing, hit that notify bell. That way you'll be updated each time I drop new material. Shout out your weapon of choice and shout out where you're from. All right, back to the video. I recently got a request to talk about arranging beats specifically for an intro. I know sometimes that can be a struggle for some of us, including myself. So I'm going to show you 3 ways that you can create an easy intro. So right now I have a loop going on, and actually if you watch a previous video when I was talking about the CR8 sampler, I'm continuing with that beat. So let's listen to it. Got about 8 bars. So that's pretty much it. And if you notice, I have a couple of things going on, and I'm going to specifically point out this little splash thing right here. And we're going to use this as an intro, definitely, right here. Very easy to make. But before we get into that, let's just, kind of repeat what I have. So again, this is an 8-bar loop. This organ right here is 4 bars, just twice. So what I would do is just copy everything, just repeat a bunch of times, right? Here's the first tip, giving you 3 ways. First way is to take out the drums for the intro. Take out the drums. And also maybe some of the melodic elements. So I have a choir going on, I have a sax going on, and I also have this effects going on. So I'm gonna take that out. I'm gonna take this church choir out as well as the bass. And let me mute this cymbal because we're gonna come back to that in a minute. So, and this is up to you, the main thing is to take the drums out. Or take it out for the first 4 bars. It's really up to you guys, So we'll do something like this. So first 4 bars, I got these chords, and then the next 4, I'll add in the organ. Right? And then as it's coming in, everything else, drums. And whatever else you want to come in, I'm gonna take this out too. This was the oud choir, take that out. Everything else can come in right after that if you want to. Right? But before you get into those drums, it's good to have some type of transition sound, and that's where these cymbals come in. So I have a splash, which is basically this right here. And then I copied it, so then I put it in reverse, so that way it'll be like a rise type of situation right into the verse or the hook or whatever. I'll do it again. Let's say I want to just copy this right here, and then I'll just reverse it. Just like that. So now you have this. So it's kind of like a riser. You just created your own riser. I want that to come right at the beginning of when the drums come in. So I'll just scoot that over. And then I also want the crash to start at the beginning. So now you have this. So there you go. That's a nice intro right there. That's one way. Another way is to start with the drums first if you want to. So you can go here, let's do this. I don't want 8 bars of drums by itself, so what I would do is I could add in the rest of the instruments and kind of just figure out what I want to do. Let's say we want the drums to start first, and then you're going to build like every 2 bars, something like that. And I'm kind of just doing this experimental. I'm just experimenting. And you can even break down the drums even further. Now, this specific track, I have the drums all on one track, but I can take out certain elements if I want to. For example, I can have just the hi-hat and kick without the snare. I can take that out, just, you know, do that, do something like that. Do it one more time. Okay, that'll be cool. And then at the third bar, maybe bring in the bass. See what I'm doing? I'm just bringing in stuff one at a time, like one bar, next bar, like that. Maybe I can do this instead. Again, this is by ear. You figure it out as you go. So drums, chords, organ, bass, and then choirs. See what that sounds like. See that? So it really depends on all your elements or all the instruments that you're using. You know, start with the drums and then slowly build every bar, like every other bar, something like that. So I had the drums come in by itself with the 2 bars, and then third bar add something, fourth bar add something, fifth bar, and so on. So that's the second way you could do an intro. Third way, this is super simple. Let's say everything is in there, everything. Very old school technique right here. And that is simply fade it in. Fade it in. So I'll go to my master, and then all you're gonna do is use automation. So you're gonna start at 0 and then work your way up. Just that simple. So by the time you get to your hook or whatever, like the beginning, you're all the way up. All right? So something like this. And I still don't want the sax in yet. You have to determine what your hook is going to be. Like, your hook is usually everything, all your instruments. So I'm gonna take that out. So let's go back. Here we go. This is trial and error, guys. Here we go. And you might even want to fade in a little before that, so it comes up faster. Maybe something like that. Here we go. Then the rest is up to you. You take things out, in and out, determine what is your verse or your hook or your chorus, whatever you want to call it. If you have a bridge, you know, but those are the simple things you can do to create your intro when you're arranging your beats. Also, a bonus tip is if you wanted to use some type of filter, you can do that as well and automate that. So for example, as the intro is progressing, you filter up the sound, maybe a low pass or just some type of sweeping thing. And I did a video on how to automate sweeping effect. So you could do something like this as well. And then you're in. You have suggestions on how you do your intros, write it down in the comments below. You know, we all learning from one another. So if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. More videos on the way. Check out all the links down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one. I'm sending peace and positive energy.